so we can generate over time.
Vital signs critical. Research complete.
Apex tendril. Error, unable to connect to psychotronics database. Error entries sound was not type. More than the tiny part of the apex intent on devouring everything in its path. Attracted to movement, no way to permanently kill these. Use no wave or Q-beam to beat them back. Weakness, no wave, meaning none.
the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Requesting new operator. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture. Microgravity detected.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lights. Do it.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
These headaches, they're getting worse. Like teeth in the brain, sinking in. You feel it, MU? Screaming is louder now. Getting close. I think screams are coming from the future, MU. Screams of people on Earth. Screams an animal makes when caught in a hunter's jaw.
Is that good? Mwah.
That there, I lip gloss. There's
Chicken grease. You watching?
Huh?
Are you watching or not? Breaking Bad?
No, American Dad.
Oh, okay, okay. Are we Breaking Bad? Huh? No, the one was done. I think I'm about to beat it. That's why I'm like trying to hurry up.
Microgravity detected. Suit integrity damaged. Gravity detected. Microgravity detected.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu. Please reconsider. Trust your former self, the one that isn't morally bankrupt. Your assessment, Morgan, not mine. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me. Give the order to detonate. Captain Mark's terminal. A question. Is Morgan Yu capable of empathy beyond a small circle of interest? I'm only an operator facsimile. I cannot do it for you. Give the order to detonate. Captain...
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
To beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
Ooh, now entering a hidden location. Many Talos wanted resources manufactured and shipped from the moon. Many Talos. Hidden location. I like the sound of it.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be in the middle range.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Damn right.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Was made? I look like I'm an alien.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all. Take out. What? Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay.
We're gonna shake things up.
Kill them
Like
all.
old times.
I don't know how that would have happened. I wonder if I could have killed them all.